Okay guys, today I am going to make a pretty easy recipe. It is going to be a bell pepper stuffed with cheesesteak. For that I'm going to be using 3 green bell peppers, some provolone cheese, some shaved steak, an onion, and then just some salt and pepper. And that's pretty much it. To start off, you are going to slice your bell peppers in half and you're going to pit the inside out. You want to preheat your oven to about 375. And you're going to pop your bell peppers in there. And then while your bell peppers are cooking, you are going to cook up your steak. So I'm just going to start getting all that set up. So I've got my bell peppers that are going to go in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes at 375. And while they are in there, first things first is I've got to slice my onion. I'm going to use my trusty mandolin. Let me just set the timer for the bell peppers so I don't forget, because I will get distracted and completely forget. Now for my onion, you'll see that I'm going to do a couple of scores through them just so that way when I slice them up with the mandolin, they are already shredded. And it'll save me some time. Sorry, I should have been a little more prepared before starting. So I'm going to put my pan of choice on high so that I can start getting ready to caramelize my onions. And I've got my butter right here. So first things first, let me slice this up while my pan is heating up. Ooh. It's about as much onion as I'm using. And as you can see, my pan is starting to heat up. I'm going to take some butter. Throw it in my pan. Once that starts to melt, I'm going to add the onions with a little salt and pepper. Just try to kind of find all that. I just kind of started winging it today with you guys. That butter starting to melt like that, you can throw your onion in, and then once it's caramelized, you will add your shaved steak. So just a little salt and a little pepper in there, and then you're just going to let it caramelize. Okay, now that your onions are starting to get that nice little caramelized thing going on, you're going to grab your shaved steak and throw it in there. You are Definitely going to add some more salt and pepper. I'm honestly more of a sazon person, so I got this the other day on sale. So I'm going to be the person that adds a little bit of sazon to their food, to my food. And then you're just going to cook the beef through. By this time you should have roughly about 5 minutes or so for your bell peppers to come out of the oven. Make sure you're making sure it's not getting stuck into these big chunks. You want it to really break apart because you are going to be. You're going to be scooping these into the bell peppers. When your bell peppers come out, you will put some provolone cheese on the inside of them. If you want to add any cheesesteak type sauce that you like, you can do that at that time once you put the cheese in. So that way it's just in there enveloped with the food, with the steak. Okay, if you've watched this far, you've already seen that we're cooking the steak. It is done, nice and yummy. And I just pulled the peppers out of the oven. It kind of syncs up time-wise. So what you're going to do is you are going to get your provolone cheese out. I took these forks here, so I'm going to probably use them. You're going to grab your provolone and you are going to put it inside of your bell peppers. Some of these you might want to pull out that little middle piece because I didn't do too good of a job. And I wish I would have had bigger peppers, but they didn't have bigger ones in the store. So it makes me a sad person. But you just kind of make it fit in there as best you can. And then I'm going to use my trusty tongs here to fill this sucker up with some cheesesteak. I'm going to do a couple of different ones just because I like ketchup on my cheesesteak and other people don't. My almost out bottle of ketchup. It's just going to have a little bit on a couple of these. I would definitely recommend bigger bell peppers, but this, like I said, is what I had in the store. So you are just going to stuff them as best as you can, as comfortably as you feel like stuffing them. And once they are all nice and stuffed, you're going to layer your top layer of cheese. Now for 2 of these, since I am making them for my awesome husband who likes bacon, I am going to put some bacon on top of a couple of these. That way he can get over the fact that I used onions. Because he is very keto as fuck. And he is anti-onion, but I'm totally an onion whore. That's like, I can't give up onions, I'm sorry. I will probably be bashed by some sanctimommy ketoer, but it is what it is. Let me get these other slices on. You know what? He's gonna want the ketchup too. I'm not gonna argue. I should have totally opened the other bottle of ketchup, but it is so far away, and grabbing it looks like it's gonna be a pain. So that is what it is. I'm gonna tuck the cheese in so that way the cheese stays in, because nobody wants to have cheese spilling everywhere. Everybody wants the cheese to stay in the pepper. So if you can kind of tuck your cheese in like so, that would probably be a smart idea. And that is what I am doing here. I know it does not look as pretty as some of these, you know, Food Network things, and I'm over here just like mangling this cheese in. But it's all good, because it's still gonna taste good as fuck, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be the prettiest fucking thing in the ball. It just has to be the tastiest. Yeah, I kind of like destroyed this one. But yeah, pretty much you just want it to be covered. Obviously the cheese is not going to look this ugly once, because they are going to go back in the oven for about another 10 to 12 minutes, just so the cheese melts and everything cooks all beautiful. I still have my oven set at 375, but you know, this is what we are working with right now. I'm going to put them back in, and then you'll see the final result. Okay, so I had these in there for 10 minutes, and now I'm pulling them out. Ignore the little aluminum foil rolled up thingy. That's just one of my kids wanted a hot dog, so I just threw it in there while we were already working. And it still needs a couple more minutes for her little hot dog. But this is what you end up with. I don't know if you guys can see there. Yeah, it looks like you can. This is pretty much your end result. So if it lets me zoom in. See? They look yummy as heck. So they are done. That's it. 30 minutes from start to finish. And I already have one of my little monsters that wants one. So she can say hi. She's been begging to try this since I showed her the video. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.